Inside the Bachmann Clinic, just when you thought you've heard it all. Welcome back to the Ed Show. Thanks for watching tonight. Presidential candidate Michelle Bachmann likes to rail against government spending. She does it all the time. But we know the clinic owned by the Congresswoman and her husband, they have gotten more than $160,000 in government aid. And now an undercover video seems to show the clinic practicing reparative therapy, which is a completely discredited therapy to turn gay people straight through prayer. Our next guest here on the Ed Show tonight posed as someone seeking to rid himself of his homosexual urges. Here is part of the exchange that took place after the counselor asked him about the last time he had been attracted to a woman.
I had, like, a sex dream involving girls. I felt bad about it afterwards. Like, I remember very distinctly. I couldn't tell you what age I was, but it was right around the time that, that I started puberty. I remember having that dream, and I remember feeling bad about it.
What sort of happened is, men have perverted what the attraction to women should be. But the truth is, God has designed our eyes to be attracted to the woman's body.
Sure.
To be attracted to, everything, to be attracted to her friend.
Michelle Bachmann's husband, Marcus Bachmann, has previously denied that his clinic practices reparative therapy. A Bachmann spokesman says that Bachmann and Associates is a Christian counseling center, but Congresswoman Bachmann she won't answer questions about the reparative therapy.
What is your opinion on reparative therapy, and is it something that is conducted at that center?
Well, I'm running for the presidency of the United States, and I'm here today to talk about job creation and also the fact that we do have a business that deals with job creation. We're very proud of the business that we've created.
Let's bring in the Director of Communications for Truth Wins Out, John Becker. John, good to have you with us tonight here on the program. What were you trying to accomplish on this mission? What did you want to do?
We wanted to see for ourselves whether or not the clinic that's owned by Marcus and Michelle Bachmann engages in reparative therapy, which, as you pointed out, is a completely scientifically discredited practice that purports falsely to change people from gay to straight. We felt that these rumors had gone unconfirmed for long enough, and that the American people deserve to know whether or not the Bachmanns were tied to something that extreme.
Had you ever done anything like this before?
Personally, no, I had not. This was my first experience.
Okay, so you go into this, eyes wide open. Was it hard to comprehend what he was saying and also capture everything you wanted to capture?
It was... What I tried to do myself was to put myself back into the mental place that I was at when I was a teenager, because I struggled to come to terms with my own sexual orientation. So that part it was a little daunting, but it helped me to kind of to understand it, to talk with him a little bit. But I had to really try to direct the questioning to get what we needed to know.
Did you think that they were engaging in reparative therapy?
Absolutely, without a doubt. The treatment that I was given, the advice that I was given, meets the bar for reparative therapy.
Okay, let's play another part of the undercover video which you recorded. Here it is.
Do you think it's possible for people to fully be free of those attractions, or do you think those will always be there? Or
I think it's possible to be totally free of them.
Okay.
For sure.
You provided NBC News with a good deal of this footage. Was it clear that this counselor, in your mind, was clearly using the technique of reparative therapy?
Absolutely, and that's why I asked him several times just to make sure that I understood what he was saying. Is it possible to be free of same-sex attraction? And that promise for the potential of change is a very key component to reparative therapy.
How eye-opening is this to you and to the gay community in America?
It's very eye-opening. It's sometimes, because we live in the 21st century, it's difficult to imagine that there's a large segment of our society that still believes that homosexuality is an extrinsic factor that can be removed. So it was very eye-opening for me.
Reparative therapy, widely discredited, but was the counselor doing anything illegal in your opinion?
I don't have any legal training, so I guess I leave that to sharper minds than myself to sort out. But certainly unethical. I was never given any kind of informed consent document to sign, outlining the risks of reparative therapy, including elevated risk of depression and suicide, and possible alternatives like gay affirmative therapy. I was never informed of that, and the fact nobody ever told me at the clinic that reparative therapy has absolutely no basis in research. So I don't know about the legality of it, but certainly ethically, it's very, very shaky ground.
And what do you think this clinic says about Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann, who wants to be president of the United States?
I think it says that she holds a very, very dangerously archaic view of the LGBT population in the United States, and I think that that's very telling in terms of how the policy she would enact and the way she would deal with the LGBT community were she to become president.
John Becker, good to have you with us tonight. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ed. It was a pleasure.